In the crowded streets of ancient Israel, under the hot sun and thick air of anticipation, people pressed from every side, desperate to catch a glimpse of the man they were calling Rabbi, Healer, the Son of God, Jesus of Nazareth. Among that crowd was a woman whose name history never recorded, yet her suffering was unforgettable. For 12 long years she had been afflicted with a bleeding condition, a slow, silent torment that drained her body, her wealth, and her hope. Doctors had failed her. Treatments brought more pain than healing. Every coin she owned had been spent. But instead of getting better, she only got worse. To make matters worse, the laws of her day labeled her unclean, cutting her off from worship, from community, from touch. She was invisible to the world, yet not invisible to God. She had heard of Jesus, how he healed the blind, made the lame walk, cleansed lepers with a word. Something stirred in her heart. Maybe it was faith, maybe desperation, maybe both. If I can only touch the hem of his garment, she whispered to herself, I will be healed. And so, covering her face, heart pounding with fear and hope, she slipped through the pressing crowd like a shadow, crawling, reaching, straining, until her trembling fingers brushed the edge of his cloak. In that instant, everything changed. A power surged through her body like fire and light. The bleeding stopped. The pain vanished. She knew deep in her soul she was healed. But then Jesus stopped. The crowd halted. He turned and asked, Who touched me? His disciples, confused, said, Master, everyone is touching you. But Jesus replied, No, someone touched me with faith, for I felt power go out from me. Silence fell. The woman, afraid but knowing she couldn't hide, came forward, fell at his feet, trembling, and told him everything, her pain, her hope, her touch. And then something extraordinary happened. Jesus, with eyes full of divine compassion, spoke to her, not as a stranger, not as a sinner, not as someone unclean, but as a daughter. Daughter, he said, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your affliction. In that moment, she wasn't just healed in body, but restored in soul, seen, loved, called family by the Son of God. The woman who had once lived in the shadows walked away whole, forever remembered in Scripture as a testimony of faith that touches heaven.